So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came and expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
As they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Gino on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarters,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
7 yards there and a first down. The Seahawks at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
the middle. Here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brissett to throw on first. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 24 yards.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 10-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. And oh, it's wide right. No good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. In pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker. He's got it to the 43 here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 20.
Buffalo 18.
Now Gino. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Smith. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And they will take over first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Past the 20. 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
He's got a man. Complete. Oh, he's got some breathing. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way.
Well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second and very short, Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Ready?
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. There's some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 63 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Off of play action, here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They snap it to Smith. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Pollard again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. To throw, Brissett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, an 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 2nd and 9, Smith. On the slant, it's Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gino's going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Smith now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Come 19! Come 19! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler!
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Geno now to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Walker. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Smith.
At the Cowboys 25.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Mustang 19.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in. He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Middle.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over at first and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
Now it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Running right, here's Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Big Lion.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And as this defense